You're a savage, Harry. Just when you think they couldn't get more creative with these, they gone and dumped out their Lego chests. Whoa. Accio Mike, because he says Accio. Accio, listen, I'm not a Harry Potter fan, okay? I'm going to tell you right now. And quite frankly, I resent the fact that people have said people have said I resemble him. Well, this was like 20 years ago when I worked at Domino's Pizza, and actually it was Papa John's. And I called in to get my schedule, and they put it on hold, and I heard the supervisor whispering, calling me Harry Potter. Apparently that was my nickname because I had glasses, I guess, and I also have this scar, which I did not get from being my parents being murdered by a Voldemort. No, I got it from passing out in my kitchen because I got up too fast and the blood rushed from my head or something. I also have like intrusive thoughts, but we're not going to get into that. I'm much more of a Star Wars guy until recently, which they ruined Star Wars. I was thinking about doing a video on that. I think there's not enough videos on YouTube about how the Disney Star Wars films are complete cinematic failures. There's some stuff that hasn't been covered. Anyway, let's go. Ooh, lukewarm, like some tauntaun remains when he cut open the lightsaber and stuffed him in. I was back when Star Wars wasn't afraid to get a little bit gory, right? Mad Eye Moody. I've seen a few of these. Oh, low blow. Wow. But there's a comeback to that because Harry's parents. Damn, going after Mark Hamill? Beloved Mark Hamill? Dude. Mark Hamill, though. Can we talk about how Mark Hamill just, comes out and says what he thinks about those new Star Wars movies and how he's not happy with them? Yeah. I mean, he kind of also did that with the originals. There were interviews with him complaining that he was stuck on Dagobah with Yoda, only having to act with a puppet in Empire Strikes Back, the most beloved Star Wars film. And he complained that in Return of the Jedi, he didn't get a girlfriend at the end, and he was still celibate. So he's kind of whiny, but still, I'm glad that he dunks on those horrible new films. Let's go. Oh, I can't even unpack that when it's too complex. It's like a math equation. Your raps are 2D2. Sheesh. Harry spitting some fire. But man, he's going after Luke. Now, it'll be interesting to see which Luke we get. Are we getting... Because Luke kind of changes every movie, right? Are we getting whiny New Hope Luke? He just wants to go to Tashi Station to pick up some power converters. Are we getting Empire Luke, where his face is patched together from a horrific car crash that ripped his face off? Are we getting Return of the Jedi Luke, where he's rocking the black turtleneck and a little kind of fruity ASF, but still an awesome Jedi kind of? Are we getting The Last Jedi Luke, where he's a cuck? Are we getting freakish deep-faked Luke from Mandalorian? Which Luke are we getting? Are we getting the fan fiction extended universe Luke, where he's married to a hot redhead babe? See, that's what happens when you let the fans write these instead of Hollywood weirdos. When you let the fans write the sequels, you get the extended universe where Luke is just an awesome Jedi and he has a hot redhead wife. Plenty of not too much dramatic tension or any kind of story. Just Luke's awesome and he has a hot wife. Let's continue. Dude. Wait, hold on. Hold on, Harry. Jesus. Harry's going a little too hard. Isn't that exactly what you would want to farm on a desert planet? Is moisture? What? I'll tell you who's not farming moisture. Luke. Because Luke isn't getting any in these films. Harry, on the other hand, look at the detail on these Legos in the background. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is a great. I'll bet you could pick up a lot of details rewatching this, which we will. So Harry's getting a little classist here, or cityist or whatever, saying country bumpkin. All right, good verse, Harry. That was a walloper of an opening. Let's see how Luke comes back, and I hear he's got that in his voice. We're getting New Hope Luke. Is it special edition Luke, or is it no? Someone needs to call Child Protective Services on George Lucas. Keep him away from his own babies, i.e. his movies, because he cannot keep his hands off them. Bad feeling? They say that in every Star Wars movie. It's a catchphrase. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Potter planting seeds. I think J.K. Rowling admitted to being influenced by Star Wars, right? She was she's one of like the few fantasy writers who like kind of took from Star Wars. Now J.K. Rowling, we're going to leave the lid closed on that particular can of worms, unless they bring it up, in which we'll talk about it reluctantly. Okay, lay it out. Whoa, did you see that? They did a split screen. See, it's exactly the same. To be fair, though, I think most fantasy stories, if you really break it down, you could draw parallels. Star Wars ripped off Dune, Dune ripped off Lord of the Rings, combined it with Lawrence of Arabia. There's nothing really new. It's just what particular seasoning you add into the pot to give it its own flair. That's how creativity works. Like, I'm doing React channels, right? It's like, what can I bring that's different? I still haven't quite figured that out. What separates this channel from other React channels? If you guys have any idea, maybe you can put it in the comments. What separates this channel from other React channels? Then maybe. Well, anyway, let's see. Ooh. Okay. He's just saying my world building is better than yours. Lightsabers are cooler than wands. They are. X-wings are cooler than brooms. He's laying down some facts. This is some Ben Shapiro shit up in here. We are going facts over feelings. Okay. Wait, what? Dumble dweeb? Luke's a little bit kind of a bully. He's just calling him dweeb and dork. Again, like what? Guys, it's 2023. We're past this. We're not in Hill Valley High, and there's no Biff Tannens running around. Nerds run the world. Get used to it. Oh. You're a savage, Harry. You're a savage, Harry. My mom died to save the wizarding race. Are they a race? Oh, yeah, okay, because Muggle Bloods or whatever. Yours died when she saw your face. Calling him ugly. Jeez, Crow. This one is... Man. I feel like we haven't even gone to the sickest burns yet. My toes are curling for this one. What? Oh. Luke might be done with that one. How is he going to come back from you kissed your sister, dude? Oh my god. We're going deep with this one. Slither in a sister. Slytherins. I know Slytherins. They're like the young Republicans of Hogwarts. And when she's got that bikini on. Oh, they're beating up Jar Jar. I must not tell lies. Not Penny's boat. See, nothing's original. One of those things ripped off the other. I'm not going to look into what, but you know what I'm talking about. Those look like zoo books. Ooh, nice pun. Oh, JJJK. Never thought of that. You let JJ compact your carrot. Well, to be fair, that was Mr. Rian Johnson. Who, I just think Rian Johnson is just a little bit too smart for his own good. Like Glass Onion had me without breath at how he broke down the... If you've seen Glass Onion, he is the true disruptor. He's disrupting the hetero hegemony. He's disrupting Disney's plans for a cash grab sequel. He's disrupting it all. He'll go down in history, believe me. He'll go down in history. I like that Lego blood. He's like a stormtrooper. All his hits misses. Because stormtroopers miss. I want to just hear that again. Try and force more of your disses, you stormtrooper. Because R2D2 just called him a dude. I speak droid. R2D2 just said something that would end him up in YouTube jail. Listen, R2, clean your gears out. Okay, save that talk for the comment section on a Compound Media video, because that was filthy. That was so inappropriate what he just said. Dobby. Okay. Okay. All right. God, it's not over yet? Goldie balls? Okay, so he said, you've got a lot on your plate. On the one hand, the rebellion. On the other hand, oh wait. That's actually kind of a deep diss, because what he's saying is, you just have to deal with the Empire, right? I have to deal with Voldemort, coming of age, girl problems. Harry has more on his plate than Luke. Okay, that's a substantive diss. And now we're on the forest moon of Endor. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, fantastic beasts. Ow. Killer third verse. Mischief managed. Fantastic beats. Ooh, there was a lot in there. All right, Luke. Luke, your second verse was a little... You were just kind of like... What do we got? Come on, Luke. I'm rooting for you. Star Wars? McClunky, that's a McClunky is like what a Horcrux is. It's just an arbitrary plot device. And Star Wars doesn't have many of those. Woo! That was a long one. Hats off to whoever did this animation. Who is it? Forrest Whaley. Didn't he die in Rogue One? Man. All right. This is going to be... Nah, we're calling this right now. We're calling this right now. Harry, I'm sorry. I didn't want him to win. Okay? Harry's a fucking dork. But my God, those disses about how JJ compacted your character to trash. And honestly, though, Luke's second verse was kind of weak. You know it in your, even the Star Wars fans, you know it in your heart when he was talking about like, I pull in the wind with a tractor beam. Okay, I blew up the Death Star. You blew up Aunt Marge. Luke slipped a bit in the second act. I'm sorry, Luke. Mark Hamill, respect you. I mean, all you do. The fucking Harry Potter movies won the day today. And you know what? Luke, you missed out big time by not going after J.K. Rowling for her, you know, we know the tweets she's been making. We know her pet cause these days is she seems mostly concerned with, you know, what goes on between a person's legs. Not my concern on this channel. We're concerned with the bars, the rhyme schemes. And this one they were like interlocking Lego bricks. It was some finely tuned, detailed stuff. It was simply epic, this one. Actually epic. I did like this one. And Star Wars fans, may the 4th be with you. Hopefully we get some good Star Wars content coming down the pipeline, because it's been a rough few years for us old Star Wars fans and Harry Potter fans. Honestly, it's been rough times for either franchise fan. Just one last thing, please stop calling them franchises. Okay, Domino's Pizza. The aforementioned Domino's Pizza, that's a franchise. Okay. Can we stop? Can we just have the slightest bit of dignity left? Can we at least pretend that we're watching some person's emotional, artistic expression? Because in 5 years, movies are going to be written by ChatGPT. You guys do know that. In 5 years, movies are going to be written by, if they're not already, by AI. Can we, at the end of history, as leftist podcasters like to say, because, you know, they can't imagine a world beyond themselves. So their time has to be the end of history. I also like when they say things like, in all my lifetime, I've never seen a candidate like Bernie Sanders in my entire life. They're like 25. It's like, dude, you've been alive since the 90s. Settle down. In these last dark days before AI, and don't lovingly refer to like the Jurassic Park franchise. It's like lovingly referring to like Target. Anyway, now this is real art. I want my Jurassic Park rap battle, ERB. If you're watching, we need our Ian Malcolm. Or maybe we could do like a Michael Crichton. How about Michael Crichton versus Thomas Clancy? Here's a verse. Here's a verse. Sample verse. Last name Crichton rhymes with frighten. There's your opening verse right there.